RichardHThaler, Nudge, Improving Decisions About Health, Wealth, and Happiness. Welcome to the intriguing world of a nudge, improving decisions about health, wealth, and happiness. In this book summary, you will uncover the intricacies of why humans often make decisions that aren't always the best for us. We will delve into the automatic and reflective systems, highlighting how gut feelings and rational thoughts interplay in our daily lives, leading to both wise and unwise choices. Furthermore, you will explore how companies utilize our innate decision-making vulnerabilities and how subtle nudges can help us overcome these challenges, making better choices for ourselves and our society.
Rational decision-making. We often make poor choices due to insufficient or overly intricate information. Making genuine, sound choices necessitates having access to and processing the proper amount of information. We can easily decide on something like ice cream flavors because we have all the necessary information. However, it's a different story when we're evaluating loan options since there's so much data to sort through, much of which is hidden in legal jargon. Despite providing all the relevant information, these situations can be overwhelming for us. To make better judgments, we must have the appropriate amount of information to grasp and analyze the alternatives rationally. Two systems of thought. Human beings have two systems of thought, the automatic system and the rational system. The automatic system is based on spontaneous emotions and subjective experiences, while the rational system is based on conscious effort. We often let our automatic system govern our actions because we don't have the time or energy to reflect on every action we take. However, this system is often supported by a weak scaffolding, which can lead to misjudgments and unwise decisions. For instance, when estimating the risk of suffering from a stroke, our gut feeling may lead us to assume a low risk, even if our actual risk is high. It's essential to recognize the limitations of the automatic system and learn to use the rational system effectively. The power of temptation. When faced with temptation, our will can fail us, and we can make unwise decisions. Studies have shown that even with the knowledge of the negative outcomes, bigger portions make us eat more, and stale popcorn is consumed more when given in larger quantities. In situations like this, our lack of will and thoughtlessness can take over. The dangers of customer exploitation. Companies often prioritize their profits over the well-being of their customers, even if it means creating new needs or taking advantage of their weaknesses. For instance, businesses promote oversized portions to encourage customers to buy more than required. They also offer free trial subscriptions to periodicals that automatically renew and charge customers if they fail to cancel within the cancellation period. Such companies take advantage of human tendencies and deliberately entice customers into making the wrong decisions. While the approach may be lucrative for businesses, it can have negative consequences on customers. As individuals, it is essential to be aware of these tactics and protect ourselves from irrational decision-making, which can adversely affect our health, finances, and overall well-being. The power of nudges. Nudges are small and subtle environmental changes that make it easier for us to make the right decisions. They are not directives but rather guides that enable us to retain agency while facilitating better choices. A nudge can be as simple as placing fruits more prominently than junk food in a cafeteria. Though nudges can be misused, companies have long used them to influence consumer behavior. The key message is that nudges can be a powerful tool to promote good choices and improve people's lives in small but significant ways. The power of default. Many decisions we make are automatic, and companies should use defaults to guide their employees towards better choices. The email service Gmail serves as an example of this, automatically reminding users to attach files when appropriate keywords are used. This nudge can save time and frustration. Similarly, companies should design their schemes and programs with defaults that encourage employees to make beneficial decisions without much thought or effort. By doing so, employees will be more likely to follow through with these actions, and ultimately, make choices that are in their best interests. Nudging for better decisions. In situations where decision-making is difficult, nudges can be used to help individuals make better choices. Immediate payoffs can lead to poor decisions, and a lack of experience can make it challenging to choose the right insurance policy. Nudges can guide individuals to make a choice that aligns with their best interests, especially when faced with too many options or when the future is at stake. Insurance companies can offer recommended default policies to help less experienced customers choose the right coverage. By understanding the circumstances where nudges are most effective, individuals and companies can make better decisions for themselves and their customers. Nudging for successful resolutions. Yearly resolutions are a daunting challenge for most people, but there is a way to make it work. Successful people stick to their resolutions by implementing nudges into their daily routine. These nudges can be in the form of betting with friends, public weigh-ins, or using online programs. Stick.com is a website where people sign commitment contracts, set milestones and deadlines, and put money on their success. If they fail, their money goes to a selected institution or person. This website is an excellent example of how nudges can lead to behavior modification and help achieve ambitions. The power of nudges. Nudges have the ability to encourage individuals to make better decisions, benefiting not only the individual but society as a whole. The longer-term benefits of nudges outweigh the initial cost. For instance, instating a public obligation to report carbon emissions can create a competition that encourages companies to voluntarily cut down on emissions. Nudges can also reduce the amount of unwanted teenage pregnancies. For example, several U.S. cities pay teenage mothers $1 for every day they don't get pregnant. Companies also use nudges to keep their customers from making mistakes. It is recommended that states and other institutions use nudges to promote smart decision-making.
In conclusion, Nudge, Improving Decisions About Health, Wealth, and Happiness unveils the fascinating dynamics behind human decision-making and the factors that lead us astray. Through this book's summary, you have unearthed how our automatic and reflective systems influence our choices and how companies often capitalize on our human tendencies to make faulty decisions. The concept of nudges has emerged as an effective tool to gently steer us in better directions without taking away our freedom of choice. These subtle shifts can aid us in improving our lives and contribute to the betterment of society as a whole. Keep these insights in mind as you navigate the complex world of choices that surrounds us.